Hello and welcome to Crash Landing with me, most everyone, aka MrSuryt. I'm in a bit of a funny mood today. I'm not really in the mood to, I'm more in the mood to just muck around, I guess. I have done a little bit of work around here, quite obviously. We've put a bunch of covers down. We do have a way of getting down here still, and looking to see that we've actually got nothing in the tank at all at the moment. We can just come over here and have a little look, if we need be, at what's going on here. And back up. And have a look at all our ores that we've been smelting. We do have quite a few coming through. Oh, I forgot I had that in there. That's good. I might end up using that. I've been a little busy with a few other minor automations, including getting our sifting back up and running. And I've also been playing around with a very interesting machine here. The Autopacker. It doesn't have an inventory as such. It's a little bit confusing at first to use. Basically all it does is it takes something from the left. It has to be from the left. If that item can be turned into something in a 4x4, or a, well, not a 4x4, sorry, with 4 items, so a 2x2, or a 3x3, so 9 items, it will take it out of the left inventory and craft it. In the case of the gunpowder, it has turned into a block of gunpowder. So, interesting. It's, well, it does use power, and perhaps it's might be seen as a little bit of a waste. It does have one advantage. I don't know why there's ingots in there. That's interesting. Anyway, one thing, or one reason why I have decided to go this way is because we were having a few issues with dust going through the smelteries. What was happening is I was picking up a little bit of something there. Something just went into my inventory. It must have been bone meal. Yeah, what was happening? I just threw my dagger. Gah! It should be 4 dusts to an ingot. Occasionally it doesn't quite work out that way, and you don't... I just picked up another thing. You don't get a complete ingot from 4 pieces of dust. Sometimes you only get very short of. Sometimes you get a little over. And it means that this thing here can block up. At the moment, it's going to be blocked up because there's blood in there. And we need to, I don't know, use that maybe? Maybe. We had a zombie inside the furnace, inside the smeltery earlier, so that's why we have blood in there. I might need to put a little bit more in there. Chicken! Chicken! Oh, I got something for you. Anyway, yeah, blocks I'm finding don't seem to bug out quite so bad. So we are able to put those in there and more or less guarantee 1 ingot from each, even if the visuals bug a little. So that's why we're doing that. But it also got me thinking, maybe it's time to get into some more automation, and for that we need thermal expansion. One of my favourite mods. There it is right there. I can't actually click on it there. Maybe there. Yeah, thermal expansion, one of my favourite mods. Unfortunately, a lot of these machines, not all of them, but a lot of them do need a machine frame, which needs the PRC LX100 logic expansion card, which needs the printed circuit board, which needs the unassembled PCB, transistors. We need to go into Humanacraft, basically. That's where I'm going with this. We need to go into Humanacraft in order to start fully automating things. Well, to the level that I want. This neat little system here is just for creating dirt. That's it. I finally automated it. It's very simple to do. You just have anything really that can put items in the top. In this case we just used some item ducts we had left over. In there goes the zombie flesh. It'll fill these barrels up with zombie flesh. You can see it's composting right there. And then you can pull out from the bottom, which is exactly what we've done. You don't need to put the levers on. I'm not even sure. I might have done this in the last episode. I can't remember. Really can't remember. Anyway, I have put the levers on and used the red net cable because I had more of it left over. And that's where I get my dirt from now. That's where I've got a bit of dirt. And quite a bit more over there. One thing I will say about the red net switches, levers, whatever you want to call them, when you log out and you log back in, they've all turned off. Even if they're in the on position, they are actually off. So you have to switch them back off again and then back on again every time. I don't know if that's a bug or... I'm not too sure what the deal with that is. It's a little annoying, but I've been having to do a lot of switching around of items. Out here we have of course moved our cobble gen away, so we don't need that there anymore. We can plant something else. And I'm going to plant zucchini, because it was just randomly what I chose. And sunflower. Actually, I don't mind that. That's nice. I might have just planted both sunflower, to be honest. We're going to leave that there because that's where the water is, as well as that under that cover there. Alright, new Metacraft. That's where I want to go with this. That's what I want to get into. I'm surprised I have taken so long to get to it, actually. It is a key function of the pack. This was a neat little, I don't really know, a neat little thing that I decided to use. I didn't have to, I could have used elevators, but I wanted to have a go at the rope ladder. It's very simple. You make a rope out of string and sticks, I think. When you put it down, it just keeps going all the way down, and it kind of works. It works like a normal ladder, except if I was to come at it from this side, I can walk through it. From this side, I go straight up. So no blocks required. Very neat. So quickly get a little bit more dirt down here. Whilst I remember, should also empty my inventory out a little. So, oh, spider, no. Oh, it's outside. Good, good, good. And that's done. Let's go back down here. Elevators would have worked better, but I wanted to try that out, so that's what we've got. Over here is where I'm going to put my new Metacraft stuff. That there is a hole, okay. That there is a piece of cobble. And I've collected most of our new Metacraft stuff that we had lying around. This is from the city, so we did pretty good. Let's just have a little look. Oops, wrong button. At the basic survival. Now, new Metacraft, we need new Metacraft to continue down the basic survival quest log chain doodad book part. We have finished a couple more here. There's none others that we can even start, with the exception to go to this location. We have finished this one here off. I'm going to take clay bricks, neat and everything. Clay becomes bricks, so I can decide to make bricks or not. It's entirely up to me, or I can use the clay for whatever else. So we're going clay. And then for the triple play, that is the high oven. Finish that one, we get a bunch of bricks. Yay! Now that used to be very useful when you had to make the high oven, and when you had to make the ore multiplication, when you actually had to make the smeltery. Now you don't, you find all the parts. Those rewards, oh excuse me, come out of nowhere. Those rewards are kind of useless now, to be perfectly honest with you. Not needed at all. Actually, you might be. So let's get back over, and yeah, like I said, that's this area completed until we can unlock this one here, which needs new Metacraft. So we are moving on to the under pressure. Very first one, we need to make ourselves some TNT. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. We have the means. We have not got the resources or the items required on us. Now we do. Maybe. Yep, a lot of you. Oh, thank you. And a little bit of sand. I think it's actually more sand you need than gunpowder. Which is a shame, because we've got a lot more gunpowder than we need. I have been told by a number of people, in fact, that there are a couple of generators that use gunpowder. We may... Well, I am pretty certain that we will go down that path, just because the amount of mobs that we get we should be able to get a ton of mob essence as well, which is what is required for the reactant dynamo, I think it was, from memory. There is also a generator that uses it. It's a little bit temperamental. It likes to blow up. It doesn't blow up, it just blows up things around it. So yeah, it's a fun machine to have. I might make a few of them just for the sake of making them. Just got to be careful because there is most likely it's not going to work with all cables. Some cables may blow from it. So you got to be a little bit careful with what you pick. Alright, so this is our sand. We'll make our gunpowder. Alright, yeah, I never got rid of that clay. Okay. I think it's something along the lines of that. But, in true MrSuryt form, I got it wrong. There we go. Was it only one I needed? I have no idea. Yeah, it was. We completed the first step just by having iron. Second step was TNT, and the third step was completed by having compressed iron. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? This is the issue that I have with going to the city to get to advance, to progress. It's kind of made some of the reward and some of the quests itself obsolete. I'm sure those will be reworked at some point. But when? I don't know. Hopefully I managed to mute that one then. Anyway, let's move on. And the next one, heating up. Now that you have compressed iron, time to get building. We didn't. Here's the thing. It used to be that you blew the iron up. Oh. Whew. Whew. Okay, I have a bit of a frog in my throat. Hopefully I'll get over that. Oh, hey, we've used up all our donut quota. Let's move on to cherry pies. Very nice. Yeah, it used to be you blew iron up. Now that's all fun and everything, and we might give it a shot just to see an explosion, just to use up our TNT. But it's not needed anymore, so the quest is kind of not needed. We got some. Oh, I didn't mean to go up there. Where's my way down? There's some spiders out there. We're gonna avoid those. We're gonna blow up our iron over here. Ouch, that hurt my knees. Right here. Now the way it used to work, still does work. If you're using Autopacker any other way. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. Boom. And you've got yourself a little bit of extra compressed iron. You lose a fair amount. I think it's something like about 30%, 30 to 40% that you lose on average. Or at least that's how much I've been losing on average. So it is meant to be a very inefficient way of doing it. Am I going to get it back in? It's been a while since I've jumped out. Guess I'm going to go that way. But I kind of do like being able to make it the other way, the old way, over going and discovering it. Personal preference. You can still do it though. You can still do it the old way. You just, yeah, it's not as rewarding, I guess. But regardless, we are up to the next part of the quest line, and that is to make pressure tubes. Pressure tubes are these doodads right here. Easy enough, we need a bit of glass. Well, coincidentally, we do have ourselves a little bit of sand ready for smelting. Where did I put that? We might actually have a little glass up here. Let's have a look. Not in you, in you. Actually, we do. We got a bit of sand in there too. Whilst I'm here, I may as well smelt that up. I don't have anywhere to craft up there. They're all full of items. Okay. Let's make a few of you. Now we're actually going to have to make a fair few because the next quest line requires items to be crafted using the pressure tubes, so plus the pressure tubes are very useful. Thank you, but you can keep your lead. Alright, pressure tubes crafted. Next one, the air compressor. And there it is. Excellent. Well, there you go. Pressure tube required. Bunch of compressed iron and a furnace. Don't even know why I have cobble in my inventory. Oh, no, that's right. I was making this end. I do know that I don't have a very good memory. Alright. Is that done? It is. We can get ourselves some lightning plants, a pressure gauge, or a reward bag. Of that, none of them are incredibly exciting. All of them can be crafted, bar the reward bag. Reward bag, I always go for the reward bag because I can't get the reward bag any other way. But this time, I think I'm going to go with the lightning plant seeds, just so that I don't have to bother with dyes. It's actually quite an easy one to make. It's cactus green. Yeah, you know what? It is an easy one to make. Cactus green and lapis, I believe. Let's just double check that. Lightning plant seeds, cyan dye, which is lapis and cactus green. And we may just have ourselves a little bit of cactus green up there. So yeah, we can even craft that quite easily. Reward bag it is. Oh, we also got a few more pressure tubes. But I am interested to see what we get in our reward bag. It's a good one too, apparently. Look, we got food. Oh, well. We got food. Nourishing light meal, nourishing meal, unfulfilling snack, and a morsel. Ah, that was weak. That was weak. Oh well. Oh well. Get rid of the donuts and grab some fries. Oop, wrong button. Anyway, we've done that. There is a measuring pressure over here that we can make. Pressure gauge tube is very handy. Not only does it measure the bars of pressure in your system, it also emits a redstone signal of a strength twice that of the pressure it detects. With very little thought, you should be able to use this to automate your air compressor to keep the system at safe pressure. As a warning though, the compressor will not stop instantly. It must fully consume the fuel it is burning first. Very nice. Very nice. Well, let's make one of those, and I think I'm well fed, and that's a little inconvenient actually having that there. New Metacraft. I think I'm going to select all of it, and I want I'm going to need one of these pressure gauges is what I'm going to need. There you go. It would have been useful in the previous reward or option to choose. But oh well, we'll survive. We need a little bit of gold. 4 of you. 1 of you. We'll make ourselves one of those. With one of those. You're meant to be there. And some redstone. Most of my redstone is getting turned into blocks. Not those 8 though, thankfully. Alright. Quest complete. We get more compressed iron because I don't already have about 5 stacks of the stuff. Putting pressure to work. So now you can generate pressurized air. What do you do with it? The most basic thing is making a pressure chamber. Very useful. It'll give me so much more food, because that seems to be what I'm working towards. Anyway, the most basic thing, pressure chamber. Almost all basic building blocks of New Metacraft are made there. Check NEI as usual. For the needed recipes. Okay, no kidding. And how to set it up. It's relatively simple but easy to derp. We need... no, we only need one of each, really? Oh, well that's strange because they actually craft in lots of 4. We need pressure chamber wall, pressure chamber window, and pressure chamber valve. Very good. Wall, window, valve. That's very good. Very good. That's quite convenient. So we'll take you. Window needs a bit of glass, doesn't it? I wonder. Can we use that glass? I don't think we can, but let's try anyway. That's a shame, because that would be good. That'd be very good. Fortunately, I did smelt that glass up upstairs. Love those elevators. There we go. Love them. Alright, there's our chamber windows. I think you do actually have to craft it. I don't think you can just use the ones that you nicked from the city. And of course the one that I haven't crafted yet, I don't have one from the city, so I can't test that. Not to worry. We need another one of those handy pipe doodads. The tubes. You and more of you. Gets us 4 of those. So it's kind of strange. You craft them in lots of 4, but you only need 1 of each. Alright, from that we can get squid plants. I'm actually dying of thirst. I've got a fair amount of black dye up there. A fair lot more than I would have anticipated having, considering I haven't even tried to spawn squid in. Somehow I have had a fair few of them spawn up around my farm there. There we go. Yeah, quite a few spawn up there. So I can relatively easily make the squid plant seeds. That's just going to be black dye and grass seeds. The machine upgrade speed, that's a nice one. It's a useful one, as is the plastic. Ooh. What to do? Let's just double check those squid plant seeds. Squid plant seeds. Yeah, we can make those. No worries. The plastic is made from creeper plant seeds, and yeah, I mean those seeds, they could be an issue to get a hold of enough of them. Seriously? That's not even all of them. I've got so many of these. Green, kinda not needed. So we might go for the speed. Once we have ourselves a few plastic greeny thingamadoodads. Oh, which means I'm gonna need some of you. Thank you. Also means I'm going to have to craft. I'm going to have to craft myself the actual item. The pressure chamber. And the basic one is a 3x3x3, and so we may as well stick with that. I'm going to keep it... I'm going to just grab these, and then I'm going to keep it above ground. Now you can see that there is a weird... Well, you might not be able to see it, maybe. There's a weird sort of indentation. A weird look to it. Whichever way you put it down is the way that you kind of get that weird mark facing. It doesn't actually matter at all. It doesn't matter which way that is facing for these blocks. It's more just a visual. If you don't like having it all over the place, then don't, but it doesn't make a difference. Now we are going to need one of these pressure chamber valves. And I'm pretty sure that's got to go into where the hollow is. This is another one of these multi-block structures like the high oven that requires a space in the middle. The windows are something that you add because you want to, really. They don't add anything apart from the ability to look in there, which is surprisingly useful. Okay. Now we can open up and have a look. That's fantastic. Excuse me, that's just what we want. to be able to look in here and see that we can upgrade it, but not actually place items in there. Yeah, it's a little bit fiddly. There is ways of getting items in and out. The interface allows that. However, until you've got a much bigger chamber, it actually is not it's not worth it. It uses up more pressure anyway. You may as well just break the block and whack the items in there. So that's all we're going to be doing to begin with. Next we want a couple of these items. Oops, hold shift helps. I'm going to put you right there because I can, not because I have to. And I'm going to make an odd little loop. Just because that's the way I've always done it. I'm possibly misinformed, but led to believe that it kind of acts as a bit of a buffer towards explosions. I could be quite wrong. Very possible that I'm wrong, as I often am. But let's, all the same, move this back. This here will also give us just a little bit more room to work with. That was really not the way that I wanted that to be placed. In fact, wasn't even aware that it could be placed that way. There we go, that works. Alright, we then put down our air pressure chamber, and we don't put it down that way. Oh, because it's not connected, is it? Okay, that's connected. This thing here is where you make your air pressure. You whack in something like, say, charcoal, obviously not gunpowder, but I just had that in my inventory, and that will heat up, that will produce pressure, which you can see here. You can also see it here, and you can also see it there. So you can't be mistaken for finding it. We're not going to grab too much charcoal to begin with. I'm not going to put too much in there to begin with, because it's kind of pointless doing it right now. I'm just going to do it to show you guys. So it's going to build up, and this here will slowly go up. That's the hope it anyway. Oh, yep, there was just a tiny little way up. Little nudge towards 1. Yeah, there you go. It is going up. The reason why I am doing that, apart from showing you guys, is to check that the system here is intact. It is complete. If you have, say, one of these pressure valves, just say you have one of these right there, one of these ones right here, and just say you had it pointing elsewhere, anywhere else on the structure, it is a hole. It is a way for the pressure to escape, and it will. And you will never build up any pressure in there. Ooh, there we go. A way around that is, of course, to lead these pressure tubes from that particular hole, if you had it there, into a loop, for example. Making it into a loop coming out of a hole. That'll work. Anyway, the system is operational. We can make the green. And I may just do that. Right away. There is one upgrade that I really do want to try. Is it the dispenser item life? Perhaps it was that. Upgrades available. Item life. Items in the pressure chamber with this upgrade cannot despawn. Items can despawn when they're in there. The usual Minecraft over 5 minutes, they'll despawn. So this here is a very useful one to add. So I am definitely going to add that before we use the pressure chamber for anything. We need a bit of gold. What exactly do we need? We need apples, a lapis. We could use aluminium brass ingots. Not going to though. We need a little bit of redstone. Thank you. Alright, there's our clock. Now we need to get ourselves some lapis. Whack you away. Which I think I have upstairs. Hopefully I've got enough. Not in there, of course. We do. Good. And apples. Apples shouldn't be a problem. except for finding them. Okay. Let's get this crafted. And the lapis. I always use the pressure chamber with this particular upgrade. It's going to stop things despawning. It's exactly what you need. Now, until we get some kind of way of getting in and out of the chamber, or getting items in and out of the chamber, we have to break it in order to put things in here. So I'm going to put a lot of seeds in there. I don't want you, I want you. And the window so I can see in there. Don't forget to put the machine upgrade back in. Now we need to build that pressure up all over again. Like a couple of pieces of charcoal in there. Hopefully that won't blow up. It will blow up if I let the pressure go too far. And what we have to do is wait for that pressure to rise. Whilst we do that, we're going to enjoy some delicious fries. Get my hunger going. And this is going to take a while for the pressure to go up. It has to go up to here, so it's not too bad. Oh, we're full. We're well fed. Very good. So we can see it's almost there. It's got to get to about half a bar. And those items will start to change into the plastic. You don't have to do a full stack, of course. You can do one, you can do two. However you want. The important thing is, with this upgrade, they're not going to despawn. Without it, if it takes too long, and there are some recipes that are quite complex, and if you're using the interface, I think it is, to put items in there, it might put them in too slow. By the time you've got them all in there ready to go, and you've got the pressure available, they may just go and despawn. Alright, we're about to get them start to pop. Whoop, blop, 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 blop. There they go. Plopping away. The pressure doesn't go down when they're doing that. That's good. This is a lot of plastic. A hell of a lot. A lot more than we're going to need for some time, most likely. Now, the episode has, as always, gone a little bit over. Not to worry, because I'm pretty much done for this one, I think. Let's grab all this plastic out. Build the chamber back up. Don't forget to put that away. There we go. A lot of plastic. The plastic's different colours. Some recipes you cannot substitute anything else. You have to use the exact colour. So the colour does make a good... it does matter. Now, what does the speed upgrade look like to make? Potion of Swiftness. It's actually a little bit more complex. I can make those easy enough, and I've got a hell of a lot of those, so I've changed my mind. I'm going to grab the speed upgrade. That's what I'm going to do. We get ourselves a pneumatic servo as well, or 4 of. Very useful for when we automate everything, which is the idea of doing all this. Losing air. There's the interface. It's really pointless in my opinion. It is only an opinion, but it's pointless in my opinion to make those or use those interfaces with such a small chamber. Once you get larger chambers, sure, no worries, but this is the smallest possible. It's perfect for what I need. It's all I need for the time being. But, yeah, anything larger than that, fair enough. But that size alone, no point at all. And we are a little bit chockers in that chest, so I might have to grab another chest and whack there. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to grab that chest off camera, fill it up with my items within my inventory that I don't need, and then we're going to start finishing off these little bits. There's a few more bits and pieces that we can make. I might even get a couple of the oh my word, that scared the bejesus out of me. There's a spider just clipping through the wall. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get ready for next episode is what I'm saying. But that is it for this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed, got something from it. If you have, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.